Hey, hey. So, in this week's video, I am talking to you about accountability. I'm going to share the 5 truth bombs that Misfits need to know in order to succeed. And for those who don't know me, I'm Ebony Allard. I'm the founder and CEO of Misfit for Life and Ebony Unlimited, where I help people like you, people who are too creative, too innovative, too full of heart, to clock in and clock out of a job and or life, to create lives that are full of freedom and belonging, that genuinely feel as good on the inside as they perhaps look on the outside. So, the first thing, or the reason I'm talking about accountability today, is that most people tell me that they want help with accountability, that they find it really difficult to keep themselves accountable. And so I thought I would share 5 really deep truth bomb type things that mean that you will be able to keep yourself accountable. 5 things about accountability that are going to change your mind about it or help you to stay more accountable. Accountability is one of those things which often we look for outside of ourselves, but truly, honestly, what we need is accountability, or to hold ourselves accountable, to be radically responsible for our own reality, to take ownership of our reality. And then what we need are people that we can lean into, to be vulnerable with, to have a sense of connection with, to share, to be open with, to witness. But ultimately, the accountability piece starts with you. So the first thing I want to share is that accountability doesn't happen just by chance. It has to be implemented. So hoping that you'll hold yourself accountable isn't a strategy. Expecting someone else to hold you accountable and not taking responsibility for your own reality or your own accountability isn't an accountability strategy either. The thing about accountability is that it must be implemented in order to be. So, how are you implementing accountability in your life for the things that matter to you? Hint tip, if you want to come and join Misfit to Maven 365 for 1 year, no fear, where we will be accountable together in community, then find the link somewhere near this video, come and apply and become a part of Misfit to Maven 365. The second tip, or the second thing, truth bomb, that I want to share with you today is, I've touched on it already, but is that accountability starts and ends with you. If you haven't decided to be accountable, then no one else can make that decision for you or take ownership of your accountability. You get to actively take responsibility for your own accountability. It is not something that I can do for you. It's not something that anybody else can do for you. You need to use or find that deciding energy within you and decide to take accountability. The third truth bomb is that accountability is not a one-time thing. You don't get to tick it off your checklist one time and never look back. It's not a one and done kind of thing. Accountability is an ongoing process and gets to be built into your routines and daily habits in order for it to be truly implemented. Tip 5, you can't be selectively accountable and be in integrity. Okay, you can't say, I'm holding myself accountable today, and then change your mind if it's raining or your best friend comes to town. You're either in or you're not fully in integrity. Okay, and so you don't get to go, oh, I'm gonna be accountable for my health, but my best friend's in town and I really want to eat this pizza and drink this wine. Or you don't get to say, I'm going to be really accountable for my health, but it's raining today, so I'm not going to exercise. You get to shift it and go, okay, well, what would be an integrity for me to maintain this piece of accountability to myself in this situation? Tip 5. Accountability cannot be delegated or outsourced. So ultimately, and I've touched on this already, but it's really, really important, nobody can do it for you. You can have someone encourage you, you can have someone engage in reflection with you or check in and witness you, but no one can do it for you. It's not really something that you can outsource entirely. Like I said, you can come work with a coach, you can get reflection, but if you are attempting to outsource accountability, you'll never really see any shifts or changes within you. And I see that we do this so often in society. We have this kind of Teflon shoulder, not my my problem thing going on. And ultimately, in order to be successful, you have to take accountability for yourself. Accountability is the difference between success and failure. So you won't succeed unless you engage with commitment energy. And ultimately, that is what accountability energy is. Accountability is commitment energy. If you want to succeed, there is a frequency of accountability that you get to tune into. And the last thing I want to say, because this is a bit of a shouty video, but accountability doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be boring. You don't have to do it alone. You get to make a commitment and be all in with other people. And that is what makes it exciting. That is what makes it fun. And that is where we get to witness each other, celebrate each other, and have a really good time getting accountable and taking radical responsibility for our reality. If you are ready to take responsibility, be accountable, one of the reasons that Misfit to Maven 365 works so well is that we vibe off each other with our accountability. We help each other constantly reconnect with our own personal accountability. The people that I have been chatting to inside our space who've been with us just a few months are noticing such huge shifts and changes because they are being met by the same level of accountability everywhere they look inside this container, which means that you are much, much more likely to succeed, to stay on track, and to be in tune with your own accountability. If you want to learn more about Misfit to Maven 365, find the link somewhere near this video, go read the info page, press apply, and then you will hear from me. If you have any questions, there's a WhatsApp button on our website, and I can't wait to hear from you. Have a great day.